You're out on a date with a girl. What do? This is a continuation from my last video where I told you guys, okay, I will talk about what to do on a date and how to go about a date to increase a girl's interest in you and, probably get her back to your place. Now, because she will only go back to your place if you set that vibe. So you have to create a sexual and romantic vibe on that date for her to see you as sexual material, to go back to your place and be intimate with you, to start being your girlfriend, to see you as boyfriend material, to see you as a guy she can date. You have to increase her interest, create a sexual and romantic experience for her, and then she sees you as, a sexual interest. She has sexual interest in you. So this is just basically how to increase her sexual interest in you. How do you set up a date? Let me just go through this very fast before I go to what you do during a first date or a date, but mostly the first date. How do you set up a date? Make sure that you know where you're going to. It's always better to have been to that place before. It's always better. If it's out of your control and you have not been to that place before, you don't let her pick a place for the date. Don't go and spend more than you budgeted. Don't go and lavish your money. You go to a place you don't know and they are telling you a plate of food is 20,000 naira, is 50,000 naira. You don't want to make that mistake. Do you understand me? Because you don't know if this girl is going to be intimate with you or not. You don't know if you are going to get what you want. You do not know. You do not know. So you don't just go out and spend money without budget and just go and waste your money. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if you get what you want. It doesn't make any sense for you to go out and spend 50,000 naira on a plate of food with a girl you don't really know. So make sure you're handling the logistics. You know where you guys are going to. Preferably, you have been there before. If you have not been there before, there's no problem. It's still a good experience to explore a new place together with her, with a new girl. It's always, but make sure it's better if you have been there before. You take her to that place. You make sure you set the time for the date. Make sure you set the place for the date. Make sure you tell her what to wear. It's always good. I find that when I tell girls, mostly I just say dress religiously scantily. I just say that, and then she's not so scanty. She doesn't dress so provocative, but she dresses well. Probably a gown. You can tell her wear a gown or wear heels. If you're going to pick her, you can tell her wear heels. Then you go pick her. If you're not going to pick her, maybe you don't have a ride. Just tell her wear a gown. Whatever she wants to wear as a footwear, it's her business. She comes to the date and you guys have fun. Now that is how to set up a date. Handle logistics. Handle logistics, handle the time, handle the location, handle the time. Tell her what to wear. Most girls like that. Just tell her what to wear. She might tell her, why you want me to wear that? Just tell her, wear this. Tell her what to wear. Be assertive about that. Be assertive about anyhow what to wear. She might want to, rebel, but at the end of the day, she'll still wear something close to what you want her to wear. You have done what you want to do. It's just showing some kind of preference, dominance, whatever it is. It's just nice when you do it. I will tell you that girls even like it. So tell her what to wear, handle the logistics, handle the time of the dates, and then you communicate that to her and she comes. That's how to set up a date. Now on the date, if you guys are going to meet there, it's nice. If you're going to pick her and bring her there, it's still fine, but make sure she comes on time. Aside that, first things first, be calm. Whether you're going to pick her or whether you're going to go there first, or if you guys are going to meet there, make sure that you're on time. Make sure you are on time for that date. Make sure that you are what? Make sure you're on time. Because if you come on time and to tell her that you're a serious man and you have things doing with your time, and that when you say, I want to see you by 6 p.m. or we should go out by 6 p.m., your 6 p.m. is 6 p.m. Come before time. It also gives you an opportunity to be able to scold her if she comes late. Do you understand me? Now, what I see most guys do is that you go on a date with a girl, you agree to meet at that spot at a particular time, and she comes late. She just tells you, I come here, and she gives excuses, and you just accept, and you guys go on with the date. No matter what happened before she got there that made her late, make sure you always communicate that you're not happy that she was late. It's as simple as that. I don't like the fact that you came late. We agreed at this time and see the time you're coming. It's not nice. Say it jokingly, say it playfully, but make sure that you communicate it to her that you're not happy that she came late if she came late. That's what I'm saying. Make sure she's not late. Now, correcting her already shows her that you can stand up for yourself right from the beginning, and it increases her attraction for you. Women like men that can stand up for themselves. It doesn't matter what you have heard, it doesn't matter what anybody told you. Even if she doesn't like it, it's not your business. It's not your business. If a woman does not like you because you stand up for yourself, it's not your business. But you stood up for yourself. She came late to that date and you communicated it to her. I don't like the fact that you came late for this date. We agreed for this time and say when you are coming. She gives excuses and you say fine, no problem. You inhale, you exhale, and you start the date. Be calm. I've said it before. Be calm. Stop thinking that the date will go wrong, maybe because you have had previous experiences where the date was boring or something happened or the girl flaked on you or whatever it is. First, be calm. I know you're meeting someone new and there's this tendency to be nervous and be anxious. I understand, but tell yourself I will be calm. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again and chill. First things first, be calm, because if you are not calm, there's a tendency that you will talk too fast. The tendency that she will read nervousness from you, and you are not the man when you are nervous. You are not the man. She doesn't see you as a man when you are nervous. Be calm. No matter how beautiful she is, be calm. Do you understand? No matter how sexy and attractive she is, be calm. Stop being anxious. Just tell yourself be calm, because if you are calm, you can talk slower, you can talk like a man, you can maintain your masculine frame. Masculine frame, how you talk, how you see, how you position yourself, everything about you. Your demeanor. If you are calm, she reads that calmness from you. She will be calm. She should be the one anxious and not you. Do you understand me? She should be the one who is anxious and not you. You should not be anxious because of any woman. Be calm. First things first, be calm. Then remember, on that same date, that first day, whatever she does that you don't like, make sure to tell her, this thing that you did. Or you just make sure you communicate your displeasures to her jokingly. Don't make her see you as a very serious guy. This one he's sounding very controlling already. No, say things jokingly, but make sure that she knows what she does that you don't like. You say it on that day, on that first date. Make sure you correct her on things that you don't like, but don't overdo it. There's a balance to it. You don't complain about everything she does. The things that she does, if you really know women and you can really read women, you will know when they do something just to spite you or just to test you or just to poke you. Those are the things you call out. Some things you don't call them out. You just be silent. She already knows that what she did does not make sense. You don't need to say everything. Your demeanor also. That's why I told you to be calm. Be calm. Anything she does on the day that you don't like, you either verbalize it or you show it in your composure. Make sure that you set up the frame of the date in a way that she is trying to not annoy you. She's trying to not, make you unhappy. She's trying to please you. If you can set this premise from the first day, from the beginning of that relationship, bro, you will enjoy that relationship mostly. If you know how to maintain that frame, you will enjoy the relationship. If you're on a date with a woman and the date is boring, 10 minutes into the date it's boring, 15 minutes into the date it's boring, she's not giving you that vibes, you know yourself, you're an interesting guy, you are talking to her, but the vibe is not just there. You have already bought food, you have bought drinks, she has eaten, she has drank, you guys are talking, but the vibe is not there. She's giving you one word answers, or you just know that this girl is not giving me the kind of vibes I want. The best thing to do is to leave immediately. Leave that date immediately. Leave that date immediately. Leave. Don't bother about how it will seem. Just tell her, I have something to do right now. I think we should go. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, leave. That also increases her attraction for you, because she knows that the date is not making sense. But you have you did not just stay there and try to make her more comfortable, keep on forming conversations. You left. Bro, that increases her attraction for you, and you will see after you leave, she will be the first person to text you. She will be the first person to call you. She will do that before you, because you want to now. You have changed the frame entirely. It's not always about the first date. Forget about it. Say first impressions matter. This is still part of your first impression. If a date is boring and you leave, I've done this multiple times. I went out with a girl, I'm seeing that the vibe is not there. I've told you guys before, I think I said this, whether in this video or in my previous video, that a girl knows when she doesn't really badu you like that. She doesn't really fancy you So she just comes out to the date to eat or enjoy herself. At least just eat or drink, and then she leave. And stop trying to don't try to make her more comfortable. Okay, she came out to just have fun, with or without you. If we're not there, look, she came out. She came out. She's not really interested in you. She just came out to eat for a free meal or free drinks. Fine. You see that the date is not going well, you leave the date. It increases your attraction in her eyes. I don't want to talk too much about this, but I will tell you that no matter how much you like the girl, don't try to make her see that you're a fun guy. Don't try to make her see that you're an interesting guy. No, you just leave the date. That does something for you. It scores you an extra point. It scores you a point. I won't lie, it does. She will reach out to you first. She will try to see you again to prove to you that she's not boring. I will tell you that. And if it doesn't happen, there's no problem. Don't even get angry. Girls these days, they are very erratic. They just behave anyhow. It doesn't matter. You are not enjoying yourself, you leave. You are not enjoying yourself, you leave. It scores you an extra point, bro. Now the date is going well. What do you do? What do you say during the date? How do you go about the date to make it a fun experience for her? It's simple. Ask her deep questions. Concentrate on her past and her present. Forget about her future. How many kids you want to have? How many this one do you want to have? Forget all those questions. Concentrate on her past and her present. Present. What are your hobbies? What do you like to do? She tells you what do you do for work? She tells you what she wants to do for work. Make sure you ask open-ended questions. From there, you keep on going. You don't ask her, and what do you do for work? She tells you, oh, where do you go to? Don't juggle between her present and her past. To make the conversation interesting, focus on her present when you're on her present, and focus on her past when you're on her past. I'm not asking you to ask about her body count and all those things. That one is not your concern for now. You're trying to create rapport with this girl that you like. Her body count does not really change anything at this point. Forget about her body count. If she's a promiscuous girl, you will know. As time goes on, you will know on that date with the way she talks and how she composes herself. It's very easy to know. She can pretend, but last you will know. Forget about that one. I don't know why you guys are so focused on body counts and whatever. Forget about that for now. Concentrate on her present when you're on her present, and concentrate on her past when you're on her past. About her present, you can ask her questions about what does she do for work, what's she doing now, oh, why does she do what she do, why does she do what she do? Hey, is that one correct? No. why does she do what she does? Ask her why she's doing what she's doing. What made her fall in love with what if she's in school? Why are you studying this? Why are you studying? She tells you why she's studying what she's studying. Ask more deep questions. Is it that do you really love this, or you're just doing it because she tells you, oh, I really love this, or she tells you, oh, I don't really love. Keep on asking questions in that line. How was your growing up like? Where did you grow up in? I've always wanted to be. She told you I grew up in Port Harcourt. I've always wanted to visit Port Harcourt, but I've never had the chance. Yeah, okay. Well, you tell her I've heard about places like Choba. I've heard about places like Rumokoro. You know, you. That's why you need to be. When I say I'm being an interesting guy, I've told you guys live an adventurous life. I didn't need to know so much about everything before, but when I started to read more books, I started to expose myself, read news, I became very knowledgeable, at least about the world. So you need to know so many things so that you can seem like an interesting person when you're talking about things. She's feeling you. She's liking what she's hearing. She's seeing you like an interesting guy, like an adventurous guy. That scores you an extra point. So ask deep questions. From these deep questions, you don't have to bother. As long as you're asking these deep questions, you don't have to bother anymore about what to say next or what you are doing wrong. Or some silent moments will come during the dates. Allow those silent moments to run their course. Sometimes for a minute, you guys might not have anything to say, or there might be nothing to say. Give her a chance to contribute to the conversation. If she doesn't want to contribute to the conversation and it gets boring, that's when you end the date. End the date when things start to get boring. End the date at the height of the conversations, when things are going so well. End the date at that point. If things are going really, really well, you see, you can envisage when things are about to take a downturn. So from when it's going really well, she's not giving you any sexual vibe, but you guys are having a good conversation. You know that she's not going to follow you home that day. She's not yet seeing you as an intimate person, as someone. She's not yet seeing you as someone she can be intimate with yet. So just let things be at that point. Do you understand? Let things be at that point and end the date at that point. But if she's giving you sexual vibes and everything, fine, you can continue. Allow the silent moment take the silent moments in a date happen. Just let it happen. She might contribute. If it's going so well, you will see that you guys will not run out of things to say. If it's not going so well and it's just good conversation, she will bring up things too. She will ask about you. If she doesn't ask about you, she's not really interested in you, there's no problem for that first date too. But if you guys meet again and she's not asking things about you, it might be a problem, but that's not your business. You want what you want. So when you get what you want, you feel relaxed, and at that time you have gotten an investment out of her, and then she'll want to know more about you. But it's always a good sign when she's asking about things about you also. Do you understand me? Now, if you guys are on a date and you guys are not enjoying, and you're not enjoying that date, let's say 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, the date is not going well also, you can also change location. That's another option. Change location. Do you understand me? You must not spend the whole date in one location. If it's not going well, the location is boring, don't just stay there. Change location. It doesn't matter. Change location. If you have a car, it's easier. Move. If you don't have a car, enter a bike with that girl and change location. On the ride to the other location, it creates an experience for you guys too. If you really know what to do, you can. When I had not gotten a car, when I'm changing location with a girl, maybe we are going to another place, I'll just tell her, I'll just close my eyes and tell her, I love speed. I love speed. I like the feeling of this air on my face. Do you understand? Just imagine things and say, be free-minded, be open-minded. Just pour out yourself. You have nothing to really lose. Do you understand me? It might not work in all the cases, but you are learning something, you are experiencing something, you are having fun. If you are not having fun, change location. If you are not having fun, end the date. It's as simple as that. Make sure you look her in her eyes. Make sure you look this girl in her eyes. As you guys are talking, be looking at her in her eyes. Don't be fidgety, don't be, I know you're anxious or whatever. Still look at her in her eyes. Sometimes you take off your eyes, show her that you're distracted. Small time, you look her back in her eyes. If you're on a date with a girl, you are with a girl, look her in her eyes. There's not, why are you looking away? Why are you looking down? Why are you looking up? Why are you looking sideways? Why can't you look at this girl in her eyes, eyeball to eyeball? I'm not saying stare or look at her in a weird way. Look at her when she's talking. Look at her eyes, look at her lips, look at her nose. Sometimes you are distracted, you look elsewhere, you look back at her. Let her not feel as if you are a shy guy or you cannot look at her in her eyes or whatever. It doesn't score you any points. It takes away points from you. Lastly, don't be touchy. Do not be touchy. Let her initiate touch.